Okay, we'll keep this video as short as possible. We'll assume that you are a professional or know how to take things apart carefully. One of my tips is when you take it apart, you need to disconnect everything you can to get it away from the empty shell casing below. Take care, there are glued parts on there. Cut them carefully with a knife and don't damage any wires, and get them off carefully. Make sure you take snapshots of everything along the way so you know how to piece it all together. One of the painful bits is when you first start, you take the top cover off, screws on the side and top. You will have a plastic covering underneath. You will need to pry out the little tabs holding them down. In my case they did break, but I managed to put the cover back without the tabs quite safely. You will need a Phillips screwdriver to undo most of the parts. Lots of screws all around the board. Take your time so you don't break anything. Once you've got the main board out, you need to be able to access the other side upside down, and that is where the repair will start. We will repair the capacitors there. There's two capacitors there which normally fail. One in my case and one was on its way out. So they were a 16 volt 1000 UF farads, I believe. So they're the ones that I replaced, and once I replaced those, I just did the reverse and put it all back together carefully. And then after that I was able to test the device, and again it was working. So this is just a short video outlining the problem in this case, which was the capacitors and that they were replaced. Okay, I hope this video helps someone, and thanks for watching. This is where they got into the inverter. Made a mess unbeknown to me until I had problems. They slowed down the airflow of the fan, so it's all got hotter in there and caused lots of problems. Let's show you here. They cake themselves on all the circuitry, probably because it's nice and warm. Surprisingly, they didn't get onto the higher voltage stuff, which is good that they didn't get into that part, but they got into the lower part where the fan was. It's probably warm in there. Anyway, moving on. I've noticed there's one blown capacitor on this board, and I've replaced a blown capacitor before on another one and I actually fixed it. Not to say that it's going to work this time, but hopefully it might. So the blown capacitor is, I'm looking at it upside down here with the phone, just trying to get in there. There is a blown capacitor in there, so I'll mark it on the photo and try and point it out to you, but I'll have to trace where the capacitor is here on the Mac. So the phone's not focusing too well. Let's try and see if I can get it to focus. Anyways, once I trace out where the capacitors are, the little ones, I'll try and desolder on the back, remove that capacitor and see if I can fix it. Now, capacitors are pretty cheap. Got a whole packet off of AliExpress some while ago, so I got a whole variety. So hopefully one of these will match voltage and all the values, and hopefully that will fix the problem. And here we are, back up and running again. The capacitors fixed the job. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I hope this helps someone.